Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This video tutorial is for students who are in Algebra 1, Goal 1. We're almost done with the chapter, just a couple things left. The big thing I want to keep in mind is that we do eventually have to tackle word problems, boo! But if you have the table of keywords from the last video, and in particular if you're keeping an eye out for how you set up your equations, this goes by pretty easy. So, scrolling down, we're going to look at our first couple of problems. So fraction word problem, we know that coming in, and then we're told exactly what the form is. So that has everything that we need. And then what do we have? We have 12 people and 1/4 of the club showed up. How many people went to the meeting? So the club has 12 people and 1/4 of. Of is one of your keywords for multiplication. It's not the most consistent the way per, for each, or for every means, but it's one to keep in mind. Equals our unknown. So what is 1/4 of 12? 3. So 3 people, 1/4 of the club was able to show up. Then here's another one. Which is another thing. So 30, which is, because there's that key phrase, is our equal sign, 3/5 of the way home. So times 5 times 5, that means that 150 equals 3x, 150 needs to go off, divided by 3, divided by 3, x equals 50 people. There we go. And we start to realize actually that this isn't that bad, especially for this topic. Whenever you have which is, you're going to get this very specific setup. So hopefully that will help. Next up, we have another very specific format. We're being very particular here when we're going through this. So what you're looking for is, again, anytime you see per, for each, or for every, that's our multiplication, which means these are the phrases that have our variable. So we have a base fee of $16.95 and then an additional charge of 90 cents for each mile driven. And then what do we have? $232.05. That's what the setup is for this. And then solving from here is pretty straightforward. So minus 16.95 minus 16.95. And what are we left with? 0.90x equals 215. All right, I am good, but decimals aren't my weakness, so let's pull out a calculator. All right, what are we trying to do? We're trying to do 15.10 divided by 0.90. Now, if I did my math in my head right, 239. There you go. So x equals 239. So the math itself, once you have your equation set up, what you're doing is actually pretty straightforward. It's just a question of pulling out the equation from the sentence. So long distance, we have a $5 monthly fee plus 9 cents per minute. Per, again, is my variable. Last month, it was $22.19. So minus 5, 0.09x equals 17.19. All right, so what is 17.19 divided by, 19 divided by 0.09? 191. So x equals 191 minutes. And suddenly you start to realize that, this actually isn't that bad. Once you can find these key words, you know where your variable is, and the numbers themselves tend to fall into place. Now, let's get a little bit bigger. Oh my God, it's a whole paragraph. And look, it tells me the variable is going to be on both sides. Let's see what we're doing. So we have a first plan, and then we have a second plan. So let's figure out each of those. So the first plan is 59.98 plus an additional 13 cents per mile driven. The second plan is $51.98 with an additional 15 cents per mile driven. Oh, we're done. Now we just have to solve it. So which x do you want to move? The 13x or the 15x. Let's move the 13 because, again, Ms. Dubois doesn't like negatives if she can avoid it. So we're left with 59.98 equals 51.98 plus 15 minus 13 is 0 to x. All right, so far so good. And now I did not give myself enough room. Minus 51.98 minus 51.98. So we are left with 8 equals 0.02 x. Divide by 0.02, divide by 0.02. So x equals 400 miles. That's not too bad. And then this setup here, again, because it's the same setup, it's going to be the same every single time, all right? So let's see here. Let's look up at our next one. Production costs, one-time fixed costs, and variable costs. Variable is a not at all subtle hint. So 1 times fixed cost is 46,683. The variable costs is $8.50 per book. Again, my keyword right there. They said variable costs, and it was variable because you had the per in there. And then the publisher sells the finished product for $18.25 per book. There we go, per book. So how many do you have to break even? So minus 850x minus 850x. What do we have? So 46,683 equals my brain just melted. Did you see that? 75, and then that's going to be 17,975. All right, I'm good, but I'm not that good. So let's see here. 46,683 divided by $9.75 equals 47.88. So x equals 47.88. That's how many books minimum you need to sell in order to break even. So again, keeping in mind what your keywords are. Then a DSA question that I want to give you guys some exposure to, consecutive integers. What that means is consecutive means next to each other. So if you have 3 consecutive integers, you have something like, if I were to just make something up, let's do like 4, 5, and 6. Whoops, 6. That's not what I wrote. Since these are next to each other, now they're obviously 4 plus 5 plus 6 doesn't exactly get you 180, but you can figure this out. If I change that to an x, what's this in reference to this? That is 1 away from the x. What would this be? That is 2 away from the x. Then, if I add this all up, 1, 2, 3x plus 1 plus 2 is 3. And then suddenly I have an equation, 3x plus 3 equals 180. That's the setup. So you're looking at your plus 1s and your plus 2s. Solving from here is pretty straightforward. Minus 3 minus 3. 3x equals 177. Divide by 3. Divide by 3. Wait for my mouse to catch up. X equals 59. And then our next number is 60. And then our next number is 61. And suddenly it's like, oh, that's not that bad. They do try to trip you up because sometimes they'll tell you even and odd. So if I'm looking at my x and then my x plus 1 and then my x plus 2, here's the thing. If I'm looking at 3, 5, and 7 as odd integers, 5 isn't 1 away from 3, it's 2 away from 3. 7 isn't 2 away from 3, it's 4 away from 3. Okay, and then 4 and 2 is 6, and then how many x's do I have? 3x. And now suddenly we're back on familiar ground again. So minus 6, 3x equals 21, divided by 3, divide by 3, wait for my mouse to catch up, x equals 7, 9, and then after that is 11. One more, I believe, is all that's left before I let you guys loose in the wilds of the software, and that's going to be this one right here, so scrolling ever catches up to me. Lag. All right, what we need for this is we need some formulas. Area is length times width. Perimeter is twice the length plus twice the width. Those are the things that you need to keep in mind for these. These ones are pretty straightforward. Let's see here. We're told the perimeter is 336, so 336 equals twice the length, which is, do they tell us? Yep, length is 89 plus twice the width. Okay, so now we can set ourselves up. 336 equals 160, 178 plus 2w. All right, now, well, gee, that's a two-step. We've been solving those for the entire chapter. So minus 178 minus 178. 2w equals, let's see here, 158, divide by 2, divide by 2, w equals 79. There's our answer for the first one. Next one, area is length times width, right? So what's our area? 59, 15, and that's going to be 65 times the length. Well, I'm good, but I'm not that good. So what is 59, 15 divided by 65? 91. Length equals 91. And that's really all you're doing for this. There's not a lot of artifice here. There's not a lot of tricks of the trade or anything. So again, perimeter is 320. That's twice the length, which is 99, plus twice the width. So 320 equals, what's 199 doubled? 198 plus 2w minus 198 minus 198. Ooh, okay, so 2w equals 122. So therefore w equals 61, because I'm dividing. I didn't give myself enough room. And now 62 times the length equals our area, which is 6076. Divide by 62. Divide by 62. And your length is going to be whatever that is. 6076. So 6076 divided by 62 is 98. 98. And that is word problems in a nutshell. That's a lot of math that we've done, but that's almost done. We only have 2 more videos left before we finish Algebra 1, Goal 1. As always, stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. See you in the next one.